Silver's on the scene. It is Tuesday, October 29th. I hope everyone's doing great and your week is going fantastic. Let's jump into this right now. All right. 35 weeks, 1 day. 35 weeks, 1 day. Sebastian Rogers gone. 246 days from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Say his name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. The question is, where is Sebastian? So I want to do a video tonight to answer a few questions as well as possibly give some few answers. So like I said, 35 weeks, 1 day gone. Where is Sebastian? Say his name, Sebastian Rogers. New location, possibly 27.27 miles from his home, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Before we get any further, disclaimer, allegedly, and in my opinion, everything you see in this video is alleged, and in my opinion, nothing is a fact. It's all an opinion. Hope you enjoy the video and do your own research and see what you can find out, and together we can find Sebastian. Say his name. Say his name. Let there be no distraction finding Sebastian. Okay, so a couple of things. Before I get into the new location, possibly, all this is about that location, this entire video. But one thing I wanted to mention is, number one, thank you. The pouring in of emails has been tremendous over the last roughly 28 hours or so. So sometime yesterday around 6:30 or so, I get my first email. You may have seen this already. I'm going to leave a link to Crime Time Buzz, Jay at Crime Time Buzz. Give her a shout out. She's doing phenomenal work, great research. So I don't want to take away from her video. So I'm going to link to her video if you haven't already seen it. If you have seen it, then you'll know what we're talking about. There's no reason for me to reread that post. She's got it listed there. She does a great job of not only showing it, but reading it to you. So, as we know, a post came out with a possible new location of Sebastian. So, what I thought, instead of me sitting there and typing thank you very much and I'll look into it for 33 emails, I figured I would answer everybody here. So, here it is. I'm well aware of it. Thank you. Without the help of everyone, I would not be aware of it. Okay, so thank you to Jay as well for emailing, because several of her subscribers asked her to email Silver's on the scene. So the biggest thing is, beat our chest a little bit here. We're very appreciative that you sent this to us, because that's our goal, right? As everybody knows, find this boy, find Sebastian Rogers. That is the goal. Let there be no distraction in finding him, right? So our goal is to find him. So thank you for all the emails. What I wanted to do is let everybody know that we can't get to Silver's 2 and 1. We unfortunately can't get to this area that we're about to discuss anytime soon. And when I say anytime soon, that means it may be a few weeks. Okay. So I wish we could. I wish that we were set up to where I could just drop everything, we could drop everything and go in that direction. Not only are we not in the Atlanta area this week, we're completely in another area doing the full-time commitments that we have for my work. And so that's another obstacle to keep us from going over there, right? But we have to pay the bills, and that's what we do full-time. But I just wanted to answer everybody, and so I could send to everybody, thank you for the thing, and I really appreciate it. These are all true. We really appreciate all this, and I wish it was a timing to where I could go there. Now, second to that, I said to myself, okay, we can't get there, so what can we do if this is legit, if this is a possible location? Like I said, check out the link in the description to get you to Jay's video, Crime Time Buzz, and read what they're saying. So the question became, what can we do to help? All right. And the first thing I think of is contact someone who's in the area that I've made contact with, that I've spoken to, text, email, phone calls, in person, and have them go over there. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. But second to that, I said to myself, let's take it another step further, right? And here it is. So let's help these people or persons or person or whoever to get to where this possible location may be. So here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to do this together. All right. This is Google Maps that anybody can jump on and do. So what do we know? We know that this location that's being told to us, once again, everything here is alleged, our opinion, taking someone else's opinion. We can't state it as fact. I wish we could, but we can't state it as fact. But let's see. This is what I would do. This is what Silvers 2 and I would do if we could get to the area. Okay, so take a look at what we're going to do here. We know Westmoreland was mentioned, and there's this Freeway 231 or Highway 231 goes through Gallatin, comes all the way down to Hendersonville here, and you see Hendersonville right here. If you're not familiar with the land, Shackle Island. If you're ever looking on the map, this is where Sebastian's home is. Okay, it's right in here. But we're going to map it. Okay, so I've never done the distance thing before. So when you do a distance, to show you how that works. If you do a distance, let's see what I can do here. Bear with me here. Okay, here we go. So when you do a distance, it'll ask you, it'll say measure, right? So you click on this and it tells you to start somewhere. So let's just start here, right? Okay, now from there, what I'll do is I'll grab this, start there, and I'll bring it down, let's say here. See that? So to give you a distance. Now you can take that and you can move it, right? So if you want to know, I want to search here. That's a 6.5 mile area from Sebastian's home. Now I'm not right exactly on his home, but I'm about to be, okay? So the problem with this is it doesn't turn with the freeways. You see that? So it gives you a straight line, okay? But like I said, if you want to say, I want to go northwest of Sebastian's home, and let's just go ahead and pull up his home right here. So we're not, we'll click this off, and let's pull up his home. Okay, here we go. There we are. Let's close that in, and let's back up. So if you never worked on Google Maps, take a look. It's real easy. Just play around with it. I'm doing things now in front of you that I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. But anyway, we'll take a look. Now, let's say you want to go back. You want to grab that same thing, and we want to go, let's go back to satellite. We want to go measure, and I'm going to click on his home, okay? So from there, I'm going to click, let's say, to Gallatin, okay? So look, straight shot from his home to Gallatin's 10.7 miles. That's what they call as the crow flies, right? But you can do this. So when they did a 5-mile search of his home, this is what they did. Think about this. 5-mile radius of his home, right there, roughly, all the way around. So if you don't have that search map and what they did, you can say, if I want to go northwest of his home, right there, they should have searched all the way up to there, okay? The pond I searched is right in this area, about midway point, 2.4 miles. So let's say you come back down here and you go 2.4. Right there roughly is where the pond is. The only thing with this is it's a straight line, so it doesn't follow the freeways or the roads, So here's what we're going to do. We still have his home location, and we know right here where someone is saying Westmoreland. So what I was doing is I was looking for an area, okay? I was looking, oops, I don't want to do that. If you click on it, it'll locate it. So I was looking for an area around Westmoreland that was 27.27 miles from his home. And as I was doing so, that's when I decided to go ahead and start the video, right? And we're doing it together here. So Lake Spur Conservation, look at this place. Okay, it says cemetery. It's nothing but trees. As people noticed here, when you see a lot of this green, where this is lighter green, so this has more, not as many trees, where this has a lot of trees. So Westmoreland, if you go from his home to here, it's 29 miles, okay? But that brings you into the city. So the person allegedly is saying 27.27 miles. So as I've spoken to a few people already, I would go 27.27 miles and see where I'm at. So what I did is just this. So I found this and I said, okay, let's do this. Let's go here. Hold on one second. Let me get back into it. It's best to do it this way. Let's click here and let's throw directions starting at his home that I believe everybody knows. It's been put out there, so I don't think we're sharing anything. Okay, 27.2 miles. 27.2. So that is right at, I mean, 0.27, 0.2. You're within a tenth of a mile of what this person's saying. Now, here's the thing. 231 runs you into the city. Let's go up here, right? That's the city. So you figure if that's 29, 30 miles, it's going to be back here. And look at all this, okay? But just finding this this big conservation area, so if you come from his home and you get to this road here and you turn right, boom, 27.2. Okay, we'll look at another area, but let me just zoom in on this area. Okay, you see a church here, okay, a chapel there. Allegedly, you want to find your son, go to church, just some of the things that have been said out there. And there you have it. So where does this bring you to? I don't know if these are homes. Looks like these could be homes, I guess. They got driveways. But just look at all the area around. Okay, it's called Pearson Hollow. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. So what are we saying here? Let's go back to what we were saying. Let's just do it this way. That's a possibility. So I'm going to end that. Let's bring that back out. And I'm going to do this. Okay? So I'm going to take that off. Now I'm going to come to about right here because we turned off here. So let's go to about right here, right where the sign is. Let's click on that. Okay? And let's get directions from here. Okay, so that's 26.5 miles. Okay, so let's close that out. Let's go back in. Do we see what we're doing here? It's kind of a trial and error. Okay, so I was right above the 231. I need another 3/4 of a mile, so let's say about right here. Okay, if there's a better way to do this and someone can share with me, starting point. Okay, 26.9. Okay, 26.9. Let's cut that out. Let's go back in. And let's go where we were right in here. So we're 26.5, 26.9. Let's pop it about, oh, excuse me, we were right here. Wrong, 231. Let's pop it about right here. And let's directions from his home. 27.4. Okay, so let's take that and let's move in. All right. Look at where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Okay, so here's what I notice immediately. There are driveways that appears to be homes. There's homes here, okay? But at this point, we know this is 27.4. Is that what it was? Let's go back. 27.4 right here. Okay, 27.4 is 27.27 with 0.3. So it's a little over a tenth of a mile. And look, there's a split right here too. You know what? I'm going to do that. Let's take that away. I like that split. Something about that. Let's cut this down. Let's split right here. Let's mark right here. Let's put us a mark right there. And let's directions that. We're going to do something else too, I just noticed. Okay, there you have it. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is when I get excited. Okay, so what we have. When you get to 27.3, 27.27, your next is 28.3, the road splits off. Now there's a home here, but this Harrison Lane. But what do we have if we go down and look at this? Okay, let's do this. Let's cut this out again, and let's put it here and let's look at it. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. There you go. What I notice immediately, I don't want to keep going that way. Let's go. Let's go back. Let's click it again. And let's street view it. All right. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that is potential, allegedly, in my opinion, potential area that you could place something. I mean, it's just okay. So what are we saying here? Here's what we're saying. All right. In case you're just joining us, we're looking remotely at where this location could be. So we come off from his house, okay, go into the Westmoreland city. We know that's about 29 miles, 30 miles, so we wanted to back up. As we backed up, let's go up, let's zoom in. I noticed a road splitting off here. And I knew I was in the area, so I just clicked on that. I hit directions from his home, 27.3. 27.3. It's a straight shot, Highway 231. And then you see it's right almost at the end of all this. So it starts here at the end. Okay, so the other thing then here is this. Let's get that off there. Let's close that. See that? 27.3. And then what we're going to do is this. We're going to come back in here. We're going to find, that is Harrison Lane. See if I can find it again here. Back up. Here it is. Okay, right before you're in the city already, Westmoreland, but right here, Harrison Lane. Let's look at the street view and check that out. Harrison Lane looks like a good opportunity, to place to look. I mean, it's just woods everywhere. Okay, so what does this mean? What is my final conclusion here with everything? Let's mark that again. Let's go back to what we showed a minute ago, to where you can measure. Okay, we're going to start there, and we're going to go here. Okay, and then we can do this. So here it is. Okay, look at this. There it is. So look at this. From that point, just going a mile. Let's get this out of here. What is this here? Okay, so we don't do that. So look at this. From that point, if you really wanted to get back to that point too, you'd only go just a few feet right there. But here's my point. If I was going there tomorrow, this would be where I would search. This would be where I would search. Right in here. So, with that being said, answering your emails, one person was even like, and I don't think they were specifically saying it to Silvers 2 and I, but in general, has people given up on Sebastian? No, we haven't given up. No one's given up on Sebastian. The goal is to find him, but the goal is to get to that location and who can get there. So I'll end this video with this. The only distraction that's coming to Silvers 1 and 2 now is their full-time commitments. And you know that's usually Monday through Friday, and we just can't get there. Wish we could. So we had to do something to help someone who can get there. So with that being said, let's do this. Let's take that and let's go here. And let's directions from his home. 27.3 miles. Okay? So what we're saying is, hey, anyone in the area, this entire area, do you live in White House? Do you live in Sugar Grove? And what is that? Castellan Springs, LaGuardia, Hendersonville, Goodlettsville, Avondale, Gallatin, White Hill, White House, Cross Plains. Westmoreland, right? You're headed to Kentucky. Look at that. Kentucky's not very far. So here's what we're saying. I hope this helped someone locate where we're talking about, where this person allegedly is talking about. I don't know what I just did there. It's like I changed the route. We don't want to do that. We don't want to change the route. Let's go back. Do this one more time. And this would be a place to look too, this conservation here. But just sticking on 231, allegedly, in my opinion, if you were just going up here and you wanted to hide something quick, right? From here, 27.3 miles. Take 231 from the house. You don't even have to go by the house. Just start going. And your point on the marker, your marker on the map is real simple. It's at the corner of Highway 31 and Harrison Lane. Harrison Lane. Let's go in closer. Harrison Lane and Highway 31. You're already in Westmoreland. And you can see you can go a mile all the way around, tons of area. You notice the road dropped off here, tons of area here. Then there's the conservations right here. I would say this entire right here, this entire area. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'll do a screenshot later and make this the thumbnail actually. So hope that makes sense. This is where possibly a new lead, a new place Sebastian could be located. So if you're in the area and you can get boots on the ground, get out there, because that's the question, where is he? Meanwhile, keep saying his name, right? Sebastian Rogers. He's been gone 246 days. Could he be 27 miles from his home? That's in the northeast direction. I know in the past, allegedly, we've been told go northwest, and maybe it should be northeast. Okay, so once again, we'll throw it up here, and there it is. The corner or the intersection of Harrison Lane, Highway 31, in the city of Westmoreland, Tennessee. If you're there, go there. If I could get there, if something changes and I'm able to make some moves and get something to change, I will do my best to get there. Okay? Walk this area and see if this boy could be located here. All right, so once again, Crime Time Buzz put this on her channel last night. I'm going to put the link to that video in there with her information, with what we just mapped out here. If there's anybody that can go, please do so. We would appreciate it. And for those all those great emails notifying me about her video, notifying me about this post. It's a combination about her video, the post. Thank you so much. And the answer is, we're on it. You saw what we just did. If someone can get out there, please do so. If you need more information on this map or more of like coordinates or whatever, email me, silversonthescene@yahoo.com. That's it. Thank you. Have a great Tuesday evening. Tomorrow's hump day, middle of the week. Hope your week's going great. And say his name. Sebastian Rogers, 246 days gone, over 8 months now. Let's find Sebastian, because the question is, where is Sebastian? No distraction in finding Sebastian. Have a great evening. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, Silver's on the Scene. Stay tuned. More to come.